There are literally so many issues with Florida, I have no idea where to begin. So let's speed on through this real quick. First of all, why do you think Florida Man exists? I'm talking about the Florida Man who consistently makes headlines for all the wrong reasons. From attacking a police officer with a bag of fried chicken to attempting to steal a lawnmower while wearing a tutu, Florida Man never fails to disappoint. Now that I think about it, maybe this is a point in Florida's favor. But it's not just Florida Man causing problems. The state is also home to a plethora of exotic animals that have escaped their enclosures. They're now roaming free in the streets. I mean, who needs lions and bears when you can have Burmese pythons and Nile crocodiles? Not to mention the bugs. Florida is home to a plethora of creepy crawlies. From giant palmetto bugs to venomous spiders, you'll never be disappointed in what you find in your bedroom one morning. And let's not forget about the mosquitoes. With a humid climate and abundance of standing water, Florida is a breeding ground for these pesky bloodsuckers. But the real kicker is the traffic. With so many retirees moving to the state, the roads are constantly congested with golf carts and mobility scooters. Like, please, can you move any faster? But it gets worse. Florida also has an incredibly high traffic fatality rate compared to the rest of the states. I mean, what do they expect putting so many old retirees on the road like that? But hey, at least they're pretty tax-friendly here, right? All of that's true, lower taxes means some public services are severely lacking. Take for example the non-existent public transportation here. You couldn't escape the terrible traffic even if you wanted to. And perhaps one of the worst things about Florida, which is the weather. With temperatures consistently in the 90s, the summers in Florida can be unbearable. And don't even get me started on the humidity. And let's not forget about the hurricane season. Just when you think you can survive the summer heat, a Category 5 storm comes barreling through and destroys everything in its path. In addition to causing destruction and chaos, hurricanes also bring along a ton of flooding and water damage. There's also the constant construction. With so many people moving to the state, there's always some sort of construction project happening. Have fun waking up to the sound of jackhammers here. Not to mention the sinkholes. Florida is home to some of the most notorious sinkholes in the world, with homes in entire neighborhoods disappearing overnight. Good luck living in fear your entire life. And you can't forget about the politicians either. Florida has a long history of bizarre and controversial politicians, from former Governor Jeb Bush to current Governor Ron DeSantis. But perhaps the most infamous Florida politician is former Congressman Allen West, who once claimed that there were 78 to 81 Democrats in Congress who are members of the Communist Party. But it's not just the politicians that are questionable. The state's crime rate is also through the roof. From drug trafficking to human trafficking, Florida has it all. But it gets worse. Florida's healthcare system ranks fairly low compared to the other states, and most hospitals are also ranked below average. Somewhat ironic considering all the retirees that love moving here. But perhaps the worst thing about Florida is the tourists. With so many theme parks and attractions, the state is overrun with tourists who clog up the roads and overcrowd the beaches. And let's not even get started on the spring break crowds. So there you have it. That's why Florida is the worst state. But hey, at least we have warm weather and those beautiful beaches, or what's left of them after the tourists have trashed them. Thanks for watching, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to comment which location you'd like to see roasted next.